Hello everyone, it's the Slimy Dog here, and today, the E3 just happened, so that means we have a lot of new Pokemon news. First off the bat, we have 3 new Pokemon that they just talked about. The first one is Pikipek, then we have Yungoos, and finally, Grubbin. I just want to say how cute Pikipek looks, which means he or she is totally going on my team. Pikipek is a woodpecker. An interesting fact about Pikipek is that it can attack distant opponents by zipping seeds at them, which means that it might be a grass type Pokemon. So I'm kind of interested because it doesn't really look like a grass type, but hey, you never know. Next we have Yungoos. Now for a history lesson. Mangoose were introduced to Hawaii a long time ago to control the rat population. Unfortunately, they got out of control, and now the Mangoose are threatening Hawaii's bird population. So it might be interesting if there's a Yungoos Pikipek rivalry. Finally, we have Grubbin. Grubbin is a bug type Pokemon, it's a larva Pokemon, but it looks like it's going to be an electric type as well when it evolves, because over here it says, Grubbin loves electricity, which is why it can be found near power plants and substations. So those are the 3 new Pokemon that were introduced in the E3, but there is so much more that was talked about. First, we have the new battle interface. Now this is usually not a big deal, they have some minor cosmetic changes, but this time they have huge changes. Firstly, the button placement is different. Next, you can check what moves do without going to their summary, and also check what their type effectivity is, which is something that I just love. I would never know whether, is this water type doubly effective or 4 times effective against it, or is it not very effective? I'm not too sure, but now I can know for sure, which is great. You can also check the Pokemon status changes on the Pokemon that are in the battle, which is also really cool. Going just by the fact that they've changed a lot in this interface, which they usually don't, I believe that they're going to just revamp the entire interface for a lot of other things like the Pokemon Select screen, the Pokédex, which they've already told us they're revamping, because there's this new thing called the Rotom Dex. Not too sure what that is, but I might make a new video about it later. And just other interfaces in general. So this is going to be interesting. I'd like to see what goes on here. We also might have the default names for the playable characters. We have Celine and Elio, just based off from the Battle Royale battle screen which they had in the video. Now, as you'd expect from the game's names, Celine and Elio mean sun and moon, so nothing too special there, but it's interesting that we've learned this. Finally, we have Battle Royales. Now, I mentioned it before, but what is it? It's the coolest battle style. It's something that I'm actually interested in. Like, this is the first time I'm looking forward to a new battle style. Maybe since like the Battle Frontier, but they probably won't bring that back. So, firstly, it's a fun mode to play with friends, but I also think it's going to have a lot of competitive differences from the normal 1v1 or 2v2s. So, what I think is that teams are going to be a lot more tanky and just enough to do damage, but also take the hits. What do you think, though? Tell me in the comments down below, and I think that's about it for the E3 news and speculations. This is the Slimy Dog signing off. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you later. Goodbye.